Hi, my name is Lou, and I hope you're having a great day. Today, I'm going to be dyeing my hair. Dark brown, baby. Yesterday, I got my hair cut. I'm very happy with the way that it looks. But this is how it looked before. It was a long overdue haircut. I've been putting it off for quite a while. This is my natural hair color of kind of dirty blonde. I've wanted to have brown hair for a while. I actually tried to dye my hair brown before. I just don't think I chose a dark enough color, and it ended up just pretty much looking like this. It was a little bit darker. A little bit. I can so vividly imagine this being dark brown. I think it would be really hot, really sexy, really in for the winter. So I ran to the Walgreens and I picked this up. I actually really hate to leave my house for only one thing. So I was gonna grab a bunch of things. I was gonna pick up anything that I needed at the Walgreens. I really need a pencil sharpener. I thought they would have one of those. I really want some chai tea. Didn't have that. I also really wanted to look through the makeup stuff that they had, but they had nothing good. They don't have any e.l.f. at Walgreens. I don't know if that's a recent thing or if they never have. e.l.f. is like kind of stepping up their game recently, kind of bougie now. So I was hoping to get some products, but they had absolutely nothing. So I just ended up getting this hair dye. I've never used this kind before. I hope it works well. And I picked up some salt and pepper because you can never have too much, I guess. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Little update on my life. I was supposed to be in a musical. It's highly confidential information, so I can't disclose what musical. It was gonna be really fun. You know, I celebrated Christmas and the holidays with my family and friends in my hometown, then traveled back here a week and a half early to start rehearsals. It's a very long drive. I went to the theater to go to rehearsal and there was no one there and all the doors were locked. So I emailed someone from the production team and was like, hey, I guess I have the wrong place, what's going on? And she responded saying that they had canceled the show. We're doing some chemistry here right now. The musical has been postponed due to COVID-19 and the current state of the world. Apparently a bunch of people on the production team got COVID over winter break. And this information was sent out to the whole cast a few days before, but for some reason I was not included in that email chain. So basically I traveled 9 hours back to isolation. I don't have any friends here. So now I have a week of time to fill. So I've been trying to be really intentional about how I spend my time, and it's going somewhat well. Snap. I am very much a person who is addicted to my phone and just will find myself on my phone for hours. Oh God. I'm sure that's a relatable sentiment from everyone, honestly, because social media just rules our world. I personally don't have TikTok because I know it would just make this problem worse for me, but I'm just addicted to Instagram and YouTube. And also I watch TV on my phone. We're gonna ship. So some things that I've been doing to try and be intentional about my time. I've been recently very into tarot cards. I feel like I have a pretty good intuition and just like a high level of energy, and I'm really just trying to keep myself on a high vibration and be connected to spirit and just the magic of the world, which is a really exciting journey to be on. I've done a couple of tarot readings for myself. I'm really just trying to learn what each of the cards means at this point. Okay, we're gonna start applying. It says to start at the root. Oh, here we go. Say goodbye to blonde hair. I've also been drawing. It's kind of more fun to watch people on YouTube draw than it is to draw myself. It's really hard, honestly. It's very much like a practice makes progress type of thing. So I've been practicing. I'm doing this, creating content. I have a lot of ideas for YouTube content in my mind. It's like something I think about a lot. So I actually haven't filmed anything in a few months because everything that I have filmed in the past is just not good. So let's try and make this good. That's my update on my life. I am going to a party tonight. I am excited. I'm nervous. I haven't been to a party since August, since before I moved here. That's kind of nerve-wracking. It's someone's birthday party who I know and I was in a show with. So that's good. I know that I will at least be able to talk to her. And her partner was the director of a show that I was in, so I also know him. I'm planning on wearing a mask. The way that COVID is right now is pretty scary to me. I had been wearing a mask around all my friends. I mean, I never thought that I had COVID, because if I did, I wouldn't have hung out with people at all. It was like kind of like a third level connection to COVID. Like my sister hung out with someone who spent Christmas Day, someone who had been around tested positive, and that person testing positive too. I don't think my sister's tested positive. My sister hasn't tested positive. My sister started wearing a mask after we found that out. I wore a mask while hanging out with my friends too. Like, it really does not take that much effort to wear a mask. It's just kind of like somewhat jarring, I think, to see when you're just like hanging out. It just makes things feel a little more impersonal. I want us all to like smoke from the same bong and sit around in a circle and like make out, you know? But when I have a mask on, it's like, that's not really gonna happen. But I just want to keep everyone safe as much as I can. So now, even though it's been 14 days since my potential COVID exposure, and I don't have any symptoms or anything, I am still gonna wear a mask. Like, I know that wearing a mask doesn't really protect you that much from other people, but if I'm going to a party, like, I honestly, I mean, maybe I'm just pessimistic. Like, I feel like there's gonna be someone at this party who has COVID. And I would rather know that I was doing everything I could to keep myself safe than not. One last thing I wanted to talk about. This was kind of going to be my topic of the video, but it's gone by quite fast and I just ramble about whatever. But what I wanted to talk about is dating apps. Lord have mercy on my soul. Dating is horrifying. I want it. I want companionship. I want physical touch. Something I've been working on in general is trying to realize that I have all the love that I need. I can give myself love, but I really wouldn't mind having love from an outside source too. The only way, it seems, to find that in the modern age is to be on dating apps. But never have I ever in my life cultivated a good relationship from a dating app. I've had like a handful of conversations that even seemed somewhat fine. I've been on a date with a couple of people in the past from Tinder, and I went on a string of dates in the past with one guy from Tinder, which just then like ended in this really awkward, like, I mean, like, we went on like 4 dates and I could not find a single thing about him that I liked. But like, there was nothing wrong with him. We were both like nice to each other. We did not have anything in common. So that was also unsuccessful. And that I even like put time and effort into. My closest friends who date use dating apps, and that is how they have found their success. But they are both so conventionally attractive and like have been able to find many relationships, whether they be strictly sexual or more than that, through dating apps. The 3 dating apps I have experience with are Tinder, Hinge, and Grindr. All very different, to be honest. And I personally struggle with basically falling in love with every person that I see. I feel like I see the best in people, and you get such a small glimpse from these dating apps. I'm ready to know more. Whoever they are, whatever they look like, whatever they say they're interested in, I'm like, that's cool, like, tell me more. But I kind of only end up matching with the people who, like, I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I look at their profiles and I like think for a while because it's like clear that they have personality and interests, but I'm not necessarily super physically attracted to them immediately. And those are the people that I usually like will swipe right on, and then we match. And then I'm like, okay. I also struggle to be the person that reaches out first, and even if I do reach out first, I don't know how to maintain a conversation, especially on these apps where it's like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Nothing much. I'm watching TV. Cool. That's the conversation. Like, how do you get further than that? I personally am not just looking to hook up with people, and if I was, I still wouldn't know how to navigate that. That at least seems more straightforward, whereas I just want to like have a conversation with someone and hope that that we have mutual interests and that there's like some sort of spark that grows. But like, how do you text someone that you've never met, barely know what they look like, don't know anything about them? How do you get to know them? I don't get it. And then even like meeting up, I met up with someone from Tinder and it was just so scary, first of all. And also just like, I didn't know how to talk at all. That's just something that's hard in general, because I also thought, oh, I'm coming to college, I'm gonna be meeting tons of people, so obviously romantic things are gonna start. I am a romantic person. I exude a lot of sexual energy, I think. I was ready for the bitches to be falling at my feet, you know? And that just did not happen at all. I mean, I'm only one semester in, but I haven't even made any friends. Like, that's the thing, is I'm like, I struggle to figure out how to talk to people. So I am excited about this party tonight. I think that I am in a place where I am moving forward from this, but in the recent past, I have just been so caught up with what I'm lacking. Not having anyone really to talk to and like tell about my day, or like tell when I have a funny thing in my mind. And then also struggling with the jealousy that I feel toward my friends who do successfully have that, because my friends who live far away from me are the only people that I really have to talk to. So then I just feel kind of dumb when like they have their own relationships and their own other people to talk to, their own friendships, their own families that are around them, and I don't have that. And they can sympathize with me when I tell them about my feelings of loneliness. The solutions that my friends have to offer me are just to put myself out there, basically, just to continue actively using dating apps. I struggle to put my personality forward, I think, sometimes. Like, I think I have a very nuanced, interesting personality, and I struggle to get that across, especially on a dating app, which is like 4 pictures and some text, and that's it, and you're supposed to fall in love from that. Not that I'm necessarily just looking to fall in love. I really want anything. So this semester I'm really gonna put in the work. I've started using some dating apps that I hadn't been using for a while. I went on Tinder last night and just was swiping for so long. It feels so dehumanizing. And I feel like then I'm viewing people with such a judgmental eye, and I don't like that. Plus, I was swiping right on tons of people and being like, okay, we could totally date, let's be in love, amazing, love it. And just not getting any matches. It's just tough. And my friends don't relate to that. So maybe if you relate to that, you can leave a comment and I can feel better about myself. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna wait for my timer to be done. I'm gonna go rinse this out and then I'll show you the final look, okay? Are you ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! My hair is brown. It's brown now. And I love it. I'm obsessed. I just got back from the party that I went to. I think it was pretty successful. Socializing is hard. I had an alright time. I had a fun time hanging out. My head hurts. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe I'll make more content. Don't watch my other videos. They're not good. Bye. Love you.